Welcome everyone to a new IoT tutorial, and in this tutorial we are going to create RFID based security system using Arduino Uno. For this project I am going to use SIM900 GSM module for SMS alerts, RFID RS522 RFID reader and the tags, and we are also going to use servo motor for the door locks. So the agenda for this session is as follows. In the first part we are going to see the demo of the project, in next part the requirements for this project, and the third part we will see the circuit diagram for this project, and next we are going to see the project, basically the flow and the architecture of this project, and at last I am going to explain the code for this project. So we can see here the hardware setup of my project, and here the servo motor is the door basically, and it is currently in lock position, and this is the GSM module which will help us in sending the SMS in case when the door is unlocked or locked or any security breach. So when will security breach happen? Basically when when a wrong RFID tag will be scanned using this RFID scanner, then this security breach SMS will be sent. I will show you that demo, and the buzzer will be start buzzing. So this is the case, and the red LED is also turned on in case of security breach when a wrong RFID tag will be scanned. So let me scan a wrong RFID tag. This is the blue RFID tag with me, so let me scan it. Okay, I have scanned the wrong RFID tag, and you can hear the buzzer sound, and we can see that scan your RFID in that access denied, and the red LED is turned on. And if I show you this screen of my phone, let me show you. So the current time is 2:05, and here I got an SMS message 2:05 security breached. So this is the current state. So I have another tag which is the actual tag, the right RFID tag. So if I scan this tag, then this the door system will start working. So let me scan this, and we can see that in the display door unlocked, and this green LED also turned on, and you have also seen that servo position turned from the correct position. Now it is the door unlock position basically. So this servo motor is basically for showing that the door basically, and this is how this door is unlocked. And again if we scan this correct RFID tag, then like let me, okay, so I have scanned, and now it is door locked again. Perfect. And if I check 207, let me check the SMS messages. Okay, so I got message access granted, door locked. So I also got another message when I unlocked that door. So access granted for tag ID this, and door unlocked. So this is the system which we have designed. This is the security system using RFID that we have designed, and I am going to explain each and every part in this tutorial. So talking about the requirements, you will need a Arduino Uno board, and a servo motor is required for door. Basically it is simulating the door. The third requirement is the buzzer, which will basically turn on when it is a case of security breach. And we have RC522 RFID reader, and the tags are also should be there for this project, so that this is the entry point where the detection of a user, basically a user is detected using these tags basically. And red and green LEDs are the status LEDs basically, which will turn on or turn off in case of security breach. The red LED to turn on, and normally when there is the correct tag is scanned, the green LED will be turned on. So the sixth requirement is SIM900 GSM module, which should be there to so that we can send data, send the SMS basically, and it basically using the AT commands. And the last requirement for this project is I2C display, LCD display, because since we are also showing all these things, all the status things on the LCD display, so we need this for our project. So let me show you these sensors in brief from this website. Let me show this website, RFID basically. So how it works is, there is this we have the tags and we have the reader thing. So RC522 is the reader which needs power, but RFID tag don't need power. So when this tag will basically come in the proximity or range of this reader, it will get using the electromagnetic waves, electromagnetic field basically, it will charged and it will start, it will basically the memory of this tag will be scanned by the RFID reader, and all the data which is stored in this tag will be read by the RFID reader. So that is how this is working. And for this module specifically, there are multiple pins. We have total 8 pins and VCC ground. VCC, you should use the 3.3 volt power of the Arduino Uno for powering this module, and RST, and we have TX RX pin. This RC522 RFID reader module is designed to create 13.56 megahertz electromagnetic field that it uses to communicate with RFID tags. So we are using these two tags in this project. Basically for these two tags we have a maximum limit of 1 KB, basically 1 kilobyte of data can be stored in these tags, and when it come near the near RS522, for as soon as it comes near, it will get scanned the data present in these tags, and we can perform all other actions accordingly. So this is how the RFID tag is working in this project. Apart from that, this SIM900 GSM module, we need to use the 12 volt power supply for powering this module, and other than that we have to use a 2G, 3G or 4G SIM can also be used with this module. So it will take command using the RX and TX basically, and the ground pin of the Arduino should be connected to the ground of this module. So that's how this module should be connected. 5 volt 2 ampere is the power supply basically. Other than that, we have I2C LCD display. Basically this is with normal LCD display we are basically using this I2C adapter PCF8574, and this I2C basically it will use only 4 pins. Then after using this we have to use only 4 pins for displaying the data on LCD display. And talking about the connection, we have SCL, SDA, 5 volt and ground. So these need to be connected accordingly. So here in the circuit diagram we can see that we have this RFID which has these pins, and from the first, which is the VCC, is connected to the 3.3 volt, and after that we have this is the reset pin basically, which is connected to pin 5, and we can use any other pins as well also. So basically it can be modified using the code, and we have then ground, and there are another 1, 2, 3 and 4 pins basically which are used from 10, 11, 12 and 13. So these digital pins are used of Arduino Uno for RFID reader. And this buzzer is connected to, basically it is connected to pin 7, and this servo motor, it is connected to pin 6, the yellow wire right here. And we have SIM900 GSM module is connected, the RX pin is connected to pin 8 basically. Okay, RX is connected to pin 9 and TX is connected to pin 8, and these two status LEDs are connected to pin 3 and 4 respectively. And for this display we have the SDA, SCL. SDA is connected to pin A4, SCL is connected to pin A5, and VCC ground we need 5 volt supply. for powering this thing. So that is the circuit diagram for this project. In the architecture we can see that RFID, here is the RFID reader, and as soon as it is read by the correct RFID tag, basically for a RFID tag we have a UID inside it, a specific, a random alphanumeric string we are storing it, and we are also storing the same alphanumeric string in our Arduino code, basically in the memory of the Arduino Uno. So when this matches, when the UID of Arduino Uno and the card which is read by this scanner, when these two are matches, we says that it is the correct card which is read by this. So after that we have following actions which are performed. Servo motor go to its open position, basically it will move to a open position, which in our case it is 0 degree. And other than that we have green LED which is turned on, and also the last thing, access granted. We have basically door locked and door unlocked. We are using these two lines for the display, not access granted basically. So also we are also going to send SMS messages in the both case. In the door locked case we are sending door locked in the SMS message which you have already seen in the demo, and door unlocked in the another case. So this is the second case when the RFID tag is wrong. When the RFID tag which is read by this scanner, this RFID reader, is not the correct, which not matches with the tag ID, basically the UID not matches with the UID stored in the Arduino Uno's memory, then we can say that it is a mismatch. And after that we are going to perform these many actions. We are buzzing the sound, the buzzer will start sounding, and servo motor goes to the close position which is 90 degree in our case, and red LED also turned on. Access denied will be displayed on the LCD display, and at last we have also sending SMS message which says access denied, and this is a security breach, and it will be directly sent to the homeowner, we can say that, for a specific project. Let's understand the code of this project. We can see few libraries here, like we have to import all these libraries. Servo wire.h and servo.h are already there, but you have to use SPI should also be there already, but you have to use RFID, liquid crystal I2C. These two libraries need to be imported, and you can easily do that using this file sketch include library, and manage libraries. You can find these libraries, but for this RFID.h I will provide the link for this the zip file which I have used. You can see in the examples, this is the RFID. So we can see that RFID class, we are making an object of RFID class RFID with 10,5. The first argument here is this pin of tag reader. Basically we are using pin 10. Let me show you this code, and we can see that the main pin which we are using of RFID reader is pin 10, and this is the same pin which is the tag reader pin, SDA pin basically. So we have already seen the same earlier. Let me show you again. So this is the SDA pin right here in the first pin number 8. This is SDA. So the first argument is SDA pin and the second argument is the reset pin, and we have few variables. We not need a status. We have a string of size 16. So we are making an object of this liquid crystal I2C class. Software serial also we are making object. This is used by our SIM900 module, since pin 8 and pin 9 are the RX and TX. So basically it is TX and this is RX. So string access granted, it is an array of 2 strings basically, and we can see for first string I have entered this thing, but there is nothing in the second. You can like leave it, But if you have more RFID tags with you which you want to grant access, you can add that in the list. And you can also increase the size by like it is currently like 2, or we can say it is 1, and we are putting 1 here. But if I want to increase the RFID tags in this project, I can make it 2 and make comma and add another string, and so on. And we have access grant size which should be 1, like this, for this project, since I am using only one RFID reader for this. And servo for lock mechanism is this this is the servo object of servo class, which will help us in making movement of servo. Basically, lock position is the 0 degree, unlock position is 90 degree. Currently we have defined a locked variable which is currently true. Red pin, green pin, these are the status LED pin 3 and 4. Buzzer is on pin 7. And this is a mobile number which I am using for sending the SMS messages. So we are starting from setup method. We can see these 3 lines which are defining this pins, basically declaring the pins. These all the 3 are used as output. And spi.begin, rfid.init, these 2 methods are used for initializing the SPI, basically SPI communication. It is like I2C. And RFID, for RFID we are using this. So RFID is the which we are already defined above, and these 3 lines are used for initializing the LCD display. And set up the baud rate of GSM module. So these 2 lines, this line is basically setting up the baud rate for our SIM900 GSM module. Since we are talking to SIM900 using the AT commands, basically using the serial commands, so we have to set but we are not using the RxTX default RxTX of Arduino Uno. So that's why we are using software serial library for this, and it is on pin 8 and pin 9, I think. So lock servo, we have initialized servo on pin 6, we can see in this line. And after that we can see servo.write move to locked position. So it is locked, go to the locked position which is 0 degree, I think. And after that, place card or tag near reader. We can see this in serial monitor. And we have this one method which is not needed, it is of my previous project, we can delete it. And in the loop part, we have this code which will be repeatedly executed. So rfid.find card, first we are finding that finding the how many cards we have in the memory, basically. So we are reading that if basically if RFID card reader reads any card, we check that if it belongs to our array, if it basically belongs to this array which we have defined above, like RFID serial number to grant access array, this one access granted array, it will check if the card ID is matched, then we can easily check the access, then only we can check the access. If the card UID matched with this access granted array IDs, so currently we have only one ID. And so how do I get this ID right here in the starting? So since I don't know the card ID, basically the UID of my card, so I have to need the card ID. So you can use this sketch of this library, RFID library, which I will be sharing with you. You can directly use this one, this sketch, and in this sketch you can easily get the card number. Fine. So after that, after you get this card number from this sketch, then only you can enter this in this access granted array. You can enter it in comma separated array, basically. After the tag is matched with the above array, the tag UID is matched with the above array, we will going to see the check access function. So here is the check access function. So in the check access function, we are checking each and every card, basically. So when the first tag matched, if it is matched, we are doing these things like making the green LED high, making the red LED low, making it off, red LED off, and buzzer, if it is in on state, we will make it in off state, and we are also making the variable granted as true. So after that we are also checking if the locked locked variable which you have defined above in the as a global variable is true. So if it is true, we will make it false. After executing these 3 lines, we make it false, and if it is false, then we will make it true. So this is how our system is working. So if it initially it is true, then we will make the door as unlocked. So it is in lock state initially. We will as check and make it unlocked, send this message using the send message function. We can define, I have defined the send message function right here, and we are executing few AT commands. AT plus CMF is equal to 1 and delay 1 second. These lines of code which will basically send the SMS message with this payload. The SMS payload for this is basically access granted for tag ID, this temp variable. You can see that in the temp variable basically we have this tag ID. Perfect. So alert message door unlocked. So we have defined alert message initially. You have already seen that door locked, and where we have used this in the loop method. We are going to use this here, but let me first discuss all this check access function, then I'm going to discuss this part. So alert, you can see that alert message door unlocked will be stored if the door actually unlocks, and else if condition we can see if it is in false state. If it is the door is already open, we will make it close after reading this tag. So and the alert message, we are door locked. So what is the use of this alert message? We can see that after all this thing rfid.halt, we can see these line of code for LCD display. That for the first line we are always seeing that scan your RFID, but for the second line it is basically dynamic, which has the X coordinate, which will basically help us in navigating across the X axis. And for initially it is X variable is 2, like 2 bits in the LCD display, and on the second line there are 2 lines on the LCD display. This 0 is the first line, 1 is the second line, and we are showing the alert message basically on this second line. In the first line we are seeing this, and the second line we are showing this. So it will be updated dynamically as soon as check access method will return this alert message. So initially the alert message is door locked, basically door locked, but after this method will executed, the check access method executed, when a RFID tag is read by the scanner, then only alert message will change, and it will be changed dynamically. So that is how this loop method will work, and this is how our code is working in this project. Now we are done with our coding part, and everything seems to be working fine. So that's all for this video. You can find the circuit diagram and code in the description. Please like, share and subscribe for more videos like this. Or if you have any idea, join us to collaborate. Or if you want to develop any IoT based project, please contact us. Thank you.